first time I walked around the city, I found Chicago to be very loud as I was surrounded by the bustling cars on State Street, police sirens in the distance, and the startling CTA passing by over my head. This, paired with all the lights from every direction I looked, gave the city a rather confusing feeling. I remember looking at the lights and being amazed just how bright it was. I felt as though these lights symbolized all the opportunities Chicago had to offer me. As I fell in love with the city, I thought to myself that there was so much to the streets I just walked. I may never learn my way around. A few months later, when I would move to Chicago for good, I would find out that wouldn't be the case. I have lived in Chicago for a couple weeks now, and I've noticed I have a completely different mindset towards the city now than I did when I first visited Chicago. With a more well-developed sense of examining the city of Chicago, I've noticed all the different smells that are around you all the time, like when you turn the corner to the smell of pizza. I was also oblivious to what seems to be a never-ending amount of homeless people scattered all along the city. At night, it seems almost every street has an unfortunate human being hugging the concrete and falling asleep to the sounds of the big city. This is one thing that caught me off guard when I came back to Chicago. Such a large factor I failed to see on my first trip was most likely due to the other numerous details to the city that are sometimes overpowering. After a couple weeks of living in this great city, I've become familiar with all the different public transportation methods offered, and it has allowed me to see the real side of Chicago. The real side of Chicago littered with homeless people using the train as their shelter. The real side of Chicago transporting a single mother just finishing a 14-hour shift. The real side of Chicago carrying a street musician trying to string together money to pay last month's rent. There's a very large chunk of the city I still have yet to see and definitely will take some time to discover. Good thing I have 4 years to accomplish this adventure.